SimTheWorld here, starting a new series playing through Farming Simulator 19. So here we are in the newest DLC, the Alpine edition. If I'm honest with you guys, I've not actually played Farming Simulator before. I picked up the game as it's been picking up a lot of traction. I know a lot of people play it on YouTube. That being said, I'm no expert. This is going to be a learning experience for you and for me. So with the Alpine edition, from what I've gathered, there is the introduction of electric vehicles. Let's check this out. See how quiet this tractor is? The little hum. That's pretty cool. So we're in the Alpine DLC. The main focus of this is going to be raising cattle. Hey, there you are. And he's running away. That seems, he's not too friendly today. So if we come over here, let's take a look. We can check in on their menu. Pop out here. The map on this game is huge. Just for reference, we have this little tract of land. It's oddly shaped. It's bound by the road. We're going to be working with that a little bit here in a second. But for the cattle, we wanted to come over here. So we see we have to keep their pen clean. Essentially, they just kick food out over here, and we got to clean that up for them. We have to take care of their water. We saw the water dish already. That needs to be filled soon. And straw. We need to throw some straw in there for them to sleep on. That's getting low as well. And as for the food, we have different options. Down here it says we can use a mixed ration, which gives them effectiveness of 100%. So they're producing the maximum amount of milk that they can. And for hay and silage, and then for our grass, the efficiency goes down from there. So we start off with 10 cows. That's not too bad. They got plenty of food right now, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. I started off with the farm manager, so we start off with 100K, and we start off with equipment. So this isn't too bad. We got a lot here to work with. Let us... So the plan, I think, is I want to get everything set up here for the cattle, so we can expand, we can max out the amount of cattle that we have here. This is where the money maker is going to be. If we go back to our map, my goal for our land is we've got two areas right here. I'd like to turn these into fields right now. As you can see, if we run down here, they're just grass. Yeah, so it's just plain grass. There's trees, there's bushes. What I'd like to do is we'll cut the grass and bale it. But then we're going to plow and get these into fields so we can continue to produce hay. We can continue to produce it effectively. We got a lot of land here. We got a lot of money to spend. So why don't I get started with getting the cows taken care of first off? That seems like the best idea. So I want a bigger tractor here. They put this weight right behind me. As I've mentioned, I'm new to the game, so bear with me. I'm sure my abilities of learning the controls, there are a lot of controls in this game. It's going to take me a minute to figure this all out. Let's see. So we want to fill up their water. So one of the tanks we have here, one's for the milk on the right that we're going to collect, and one is for water. Oh, yep, you can already see my driving ability is bad. Alright, there we go. It's unstuck. I actually don't like the back wheels turning like that. Let me see if I can set those straight. No, there it is. Alright, now we got the rear wheels are locked. Let's take the tank over and fill this up with some water. There we go. So we're going to fill this tank up with water. The water's free since it's on our land, which is kind of nice. And we'll literally take it right across the road here to fill their tank here. Oh, nice. Push I. Now it doesn't give us a gauge. I think we can pop over here. And the water is moving up slowly but surely. Oh good, we're at full water. It doesn't need any more. I'm gonna go ahead and put this tank. We might as well keep it near the water. I don't know what else we're going to use this for. Please notice I did not attempt just to back that up. Alright, so they've got water. We need straw. Now, this is where things are going to start getting interesting in the game. We've got a lot of equipment here. But one of the things we don't have... So we need to take the straw bales. We start off with a few straw, and we start off with a few hay bales. We need to rip up the hay bales and get those laid out for the cows. And we need some sort of machinery to do that. So what I'm going to do is we're going to need to run to the store and start buying a few things. Alright, so we've got a pretty good picture here of all the tools that we have. We have this electric tractor. We have another small tractor. Horsepower is 100. Horsepower here's 136. So I've got a few ideas. We got some tools already to start off with, but a lot of these are kind of on the small side. And in fact, yeah, we got some buildings. We could sell the buildings if we really wanted to. But for our purposes, now I know some of you guys might get upset with this, but we're going to sell the electric tractor. We're actually going to sell this tractor too. It's just so similar to the one, the Lintrack here. There's really no point. This one has arms. If we're going to get another tractor, I want something more powerful. Now this is an electric mower that's handheld. We're not mowing our lawns by hand. And the pickup truck, we're actually getting rid of the pickup truck here too. Because we've got a tractor to drive around, we don't need to drive far distances. So that takes care of that for the moment. Let's see about getting us some tools for the cows. Alright, so our first major purchases. Let's take a look here. So this right here, this is a mixture for food. So you know how I mentioned the total rations give 100% efficiency? Well, you need to mix up silage, hay, and straw. This will do that for us. So I wanted that. And the other thing, this blue thing here, like I mentioned, we need to throw straw in for the bedding. This will take those round straw bales and shoot them out into the pasture. So I'm going to go ahead, and this is all going to get attached. Now I'm going to have to be kind of careful how I do this, because this is a lot of weight for this tractor. Yeah, you can see you can't really lift it. So what we should have brought a weight that would have prevented that. As you can see, yeah, this thing is heavy. It is dancing all over the place. Let's get this taken back home. I'm sure the cars on the road are going to love driving next to me. I'm going to stop at a traffic light and this thing hanging over somebody's car. Now, we spent the straw shooter, that was only like, I think 13,000. I mean, it's still a lot, but compared to the most of the equipment in this game, it's actually not too expensive. The mixer, however, that was like 54,000. So we spent a good chunk of change already. That's kind of why I wanted to sell some of those other tools that we're not going to really use as much. Alright, so this is where we'll drop off the straw. Let me lower that down. There we go. Detach. Attach. It doesn't want to detach. Oh no, it doesn't want to detach. Alright, there we go. So this actually does come already with the pitchfork, so we can pick up and stab some straw bales to load in. We already had one here, but I guess it's a little bonus. As for this, we're not ready to start mixing quite yet. I'm just going to park this on the side, because the main thing is we don't have silage yet. Alright, so I picked up a bale. I ended up throwing the mixer off to the side. We're not going to need that for a little bit, so I'm not going to worry about it quite yet. Let me show you guys. This I think is pretty cool. So let's get that to drop off. Oh, no. No, I missed it. Alright, so let's see if I can put it in this time. Oh, that... something did not like that whatsoever. Well, it's giving me the option to shoot the straw in. So, this probably isn't how you're supposed to do it. This can't be good for the tractor. This is really where a counterweight would have came in handy, but the bale is in, I guess. All that matters is it's shooting straw, and if we take a look at the cows, the straw is going up. What would be nice is to get this into the green. We might need another straw bale. Let's see how well that goes. Yeah, you know what? That's 6,000 out of the 8,000 liters. They got plenty of straw. In fact, I'm going to leave this. Alright, there we go. We don't need the bale fork anymore. We are done with that. So we got the straw done, we got the water done. They're good on food for the moment. So I think that's going to get us started. The milk ends up coming out over here. We have... I don't think we have a lot. Yeah, no milk yet. Okay, so that's... we got some time before that starts to happen. So hopefully you guys enjoy the start of our farming career. We've got a bunch of cattle here, which is cool. There's a lot of introductions. We've got the farm, we've got a lot to do here. The main goal going forward, so we got to get these fields repurposed. We're going to do some straw hay bales in the front field here, and we're actually going to take that big back field that we own. We're going to cut all that grass and fill the silage pit. Because once we have silage, once we have hay coming in, we can then start using this mixer to feed our cows. And once that's going, we're going to be fairly self-sufficient. Plus, silage also pays quite a bit, so that'll be good too. We'll make some money on the side doing that. So with that, thanks for watching as I simulate my life one game at a time. If you enjoyed this video, Please be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss any of the future action. You can follow on Twitter for updates to future games being played, as well as follow on Twitch, as I try to stream 3 days a week. Thanks, and I'll see you next time at SimTheWorld.